Welcome everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're cooking a steak with an incredibly quick and simple sauce that I threw together but turned out to be way tastier than I ever thought it would be. Works on lots of different steaks, quick and easy as I said. Please let me know what you think. Hello everyone, welcome. A couple of quick notes on our dish that we're cooking today. The first is, if you don't usually, I'd strongly recommend you read the description for this video. It contains a lot of quite useful information. The second, we cooked this dish twice and enjoyed eating it twice. It tastes very good. The first iteration is what I would call the homey or rustic variation. Just to be served at home, I cooked this for myself. Tasted, as I've said on the video, divine. It really is a good sauce. And by the way, it's quick and it's easy. The second iteration, I did the following night. Nothing changed apart from how I cut them, how the mushrooms were cut. Tasted just as good, but this one was plated to look way better than the first one. Restaurant quality plating in my opinion, but you know, hey, I'm biased. Anyway, please enjoy the videos. Pick which version you want to do. It'll work out for you, and as I said before, tastes really good. Okay, first things first, we're going to sweat down some mushrooms over a low heat. Get them softened up, then we'll add a little bit of tawny port, infuse that flavour and leave some port for us to make our Stilton and port sauce. Here's the port, not the best port we got, tawny port, enough to really douse these mushrooms and get them braised up. We can thicken this a bit later with a Beurre Manie. We're going to let this simmer for a while to let the mushrooms infuse with the port flavour. So now we'll crumble our Stilton in here and melt it. This is Cropwell Bishop Stilton. Just had a taste, very creamy. This rates 5 on the strength scale compared to 4, which is the long Clawson Stilton that I have trumpeted here before at great length. So anyway, we're going to cook this Stilton down, see if we can get it to melt a bit. Then we'll thicken the sauce with our Beurre Manie. There's the first bit of our Beurre Manie, 50-50 flour and some really delicious French butter in this case, which we're going to stir in very slowly because we want this sauce not to be like clay thick, but probably a little thicker than it is now. Turn the heat up just a tad. In fact, I think that's it. Our port Stilton and mushroom sauce is ready. Now let's get the steak done. Here's our steak for tonight. You may wonder about his colour. He's been marinated in tamari soy sauce for 12 hours, dried off in the fridge a little bit. Tamari has no wheat in it. Fermentation caused by shiakoji really introduces a lot of glutamates for flavour. A lot of people erroneously call it umami, and some salt too, which will help brine the meat. So into the pan he goes. Flip the steak quickly to coat with butter, and we'll get him cooked up. Steak's looking pretty good right about now. I think we'll plate up and get that sauce on it. I've tasted the sauce, perfect blend of sweet and savoury between the port and the Stilton, and the mushrooms just add some really interesting texture. Let's get this plated. Well, I always wonder, on or over with sauces, with steaks, I know a lot of people prefer on. I've always liked over, so here it is. The aroma, steam coming off this steak is absolutely delicious. As I told you, I tasted some of the sauce, and the blend of sweet and savoury is perfect. So let's tuck in, and I know you'll love this dish. It didn't take long. You can get Stilton from Trader Joe's. If you're in the US, cook it with butter, not oil. A little bit of Beurre Manie, 50-50 flour and butter to thicken up. And you can get the port at Trader Joe's while you're there too. Okay, folks, so I enjoyed the port and Stilton steak last night, but lying awake last night, I thought, you know, I'm going to replate this sucker. So tonight we've compromised on the over-under, some sauce under, some sauce over. Put some chunks of Stilton on top and some chopped chives. I'll show you the view from the other side. As you can see, we cut the steak on the bias. Today, you'll see the mushrooms are big chunks because we used one of those huge flat portobello mushrooms instead of little mushrooms. I think this plates up really well, looks good, tastes divine. It really does. The sauce surprised me. Didn't have quite the strength of the Stilton that I'd expected, but it's there. And backed up by the sweetness of the tawny port, this sauce worked out perfectly. Well, thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe.